There was this man named Jim. There's a story in the Bible that talks about a lady that, actually Jairus. If I said that wrong, that's another Alabama thing. In Luke 8, Jairus was a leader, and he was going up, and his daughter was dying. And as she was dying, he came up to Jesus. And it doesn't say that he was a great believer in Jesus, but he knew that Jesus was the one that could heal his daughter. And he comes up and he says, Jesus, my daughter is dying. And he kneeled down. He kneeled down, and this is the leader of that time. So, man, these people don't do that. Oh, man. But he kneeled down, and he said, please. And Jesus says, all right, let's go. And as he's going, all these crowds of people were around. They're all following. And it's like people are bumping up against him, and then he just stops. Goes, who touched me? Peter comes up. You know Peter. Well, you look around. There's thousands of people here. They're all touching you. They're bumping up against you. They're giving you high fives. Somebody touched me. And there's this older lady that was walking away. Oops. He goes, yeah. She had a blood issue. They called it a hemorrhage and something. Anyway, she bled a lot. And she had been to doctors and spent all her money trying to get healed, and no one could heal her. And what she had done was whenever Jesus was walking by, she snuck through the people, because if you have any issue with blood, you're not supposed to be around anybody. You can't be around the crowds. You have to stay a long ways away. And she just reaches in and grabs the hem of his garment. And Jesus goes, who touched me? And she's thinking, I'm in trouble. I'm done. And she realizes she is busted. And she turns around and she says, it was me. I'm going to read this because I don't want to mess it up. It says, daughter. Jesus turns to her, this older lady, who felt like she was done. Jesus was going to punish her. And he says, daughter, be of good comfort. Your faith has made you whole. He called me daughter. He called me a daughter. No one's called me daughter. You know what? Her whole life changed. Her whole life was great and awesome. I mean, she's healed. She's whole. Because she touched the hem of his garment. You know what it really was? It was her faith to know if she could get up to Jesus, she would be healed. At the same time, Jairus is sitting there going, my daughter is dying. She's going to die. And you're talking to this lady. Come back to her. You know, we don't know what Jairus was really doing. But I can imagine me as a dad. Jesus, you're wasting way too much time. She's dying. Jesus turned, and while he was there, they came after the ruler of the synagogue and said, your daughter is dead. Well, Jesus let me down. Yeah. Sometimes you're going to feel like that. You're going to feel like Jesus just flat out let you down. You're going to feel like, well, it's over now. It's too late. Jesus turns to him because he heard what they said. Jesus, fear not. Only believe, or have sticky faith. Just have some faith. It says she'll be made whole. He went there, and there's these people that weep whenever people are dying. They all cry, and it's kind of in that tradition. Even if you don't know the person, you'd still come there and weep to show your concern, I guess. And some people get paid to do it. And all these people are out there. Woo-hoo-hoo, woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, that's good crying, huh? That's acting class. And as they're crying, finally, Jairus and Jesus walks in, and what are you crying for? She's not dead. She's just asleep. It turns to laughing. All of a sudden, they're laughing. You're crazy. She's as dead as a doorknob. She ain't going anywhere. They start laughing at Jesus. I mean, who's this dude? Oh, yeah, he knows more than we do because he just got here. He just woke up this morning. He don't know anything. Jesus calls the mom and dad into the house, and he goes inside. He locks everybody else out. And he says, little girl, get up. And she wakes up. What they thought was dead to them. But nothing's dead if Jesus calls it alive. That little girl got up, and it says she was 12 years old, and she began to walk around, and she was hungry, and they had to give her some food because she's, on the other side. Man, they don't open the refrigerator till a certain time, I guess. She came back and began to eat, and she hung out with her mom and dad and gave them hugs. Jesus is never too late for whatever's going on in your life. And he's going to use you if you'll just say, use me. And he's going to take care of you if you'll just have faith. Don't ever think that it's too late. It's not too late. And another thing, he can handle healing other people while he takes care of you too. God can multitask better than you can believe. So just because you think he's too busy, he's never too busy. He just knows that he's always on time. Let's pray.